I'm here to convince people that we need to tax the billionaires. There's a lot of people here today trying to get people to go and educate their communities, because I think that's the main economic problem we're facing.
Sorry, who is this? Just a billionaire.
Climate chaos is here. There are people suffering right now. You can see that all over the place. You can find it in your own back garden if you know how to look.
I'm here today because of the excess wealth of the super rich. This is creating huge inequality in our society.
They're in fact squirreling the money, investments for the NHS for themselves.
I mean, it's almost past the message to Keir Starmer at this point. He's been so utterly useless on this, where he is ultimately working for the people that are paying him those same vested interests. I think we are at a crossroads, which is a metaphor that's overused sometimes, but it really feels like things have never been quite so perilous. We know that Tommy Robinson, Katie Hopkins and those grifters are on the march, and we know lots of people are looking to them. There has to be a big difference between condemning the people who are speaking on the stage and Reform MPs from the people who are thinking about voting for them.
What's going to happen if next election, like Reform, get in?
Well, they're going to cut the taxes of the super rich, and that's going to raise prices. It's going to make living standards fall. And to be honest, a lot of things could happen. I'm quite worried about it,
It says Drax the Destroyer. Drax is a power station in Yorkshire. They burn exclusively wood because wood brings them into the nitrogen dioxide limits, but is massive. It's got a massive carbon emissions. There's nobody's addressing demand reduction at all for crap products we don't need. Everything wrapped in plastic. Who needs that? It's just ridiculous.
If Keir Starmer was here right now, what would you say to him?
Axe Drax.
Axe Drax.
Axe Drax now.
Okay, great.
Okay, how can we tax billionaires in this world where capital moves so easily?
Well, the first thing you can do is make it more difficult for capital to move easily. And that used to be the case, but neoliberalism made it all so fluid. The second thing you can do is say that people should pay their taxes. So that means taking apart the whole infrastructure of tax evasion, of which London is the world's capital. I mean, we launder more dodgy money than anybody else in the world. It's the only thing we're really good at, except making weapons and pop music. You're supposed to laugh there.
This is about tackling the excess wealth of the super rich and ultimately carbon polluters, making sure we reduce their emissions. Things like private jets.
Especially flights, going stupid places to lie on a blasted beach. If they cleaned what the beaches here, then people wouldn't need to fly.
I mean, there's lots of different ways to do a wealth tax. One that I've heard is 2% tax on assets above 10 million, tax the asset itself, and the people who are that wealthy barely will notice.
You have a fish here, so it's an amazing salmon, okay. And what's the significance behind the salmon?
It's about nature, I think, and about how, this economic situation is destroying the planet.
It's the super rich with their private jets and their yachts. The top 1% are responsible for 50% of carbon emissions. We're really talking about a small minority here who are ruining it for everybody else.
Well, you've got Musk, who was an obvious example, with Tesla, with sending rockets to Mars, please, hello, ding dong. It's just a vanity project. Just my balls are bigger than your balls. That's all it's about.
Should billionaires even exist in the first place?
No.
Well, I think it's probably inevitable that they will. As long as there's capitalism, there'll be billionaires. But as we were chanting, billionaires don't, what is it? I can't remember. Anyway, it's basically have you forgotten how to share?
The consequences of inaction are profound. I mean, all the science everything's flashing red on the climate dashboard.
It's just got to stop. If we want to survive as a species.
The future of Britain is where we all decide that we're going to be the powers that we want to be, and we're going to get out and make a better future for ourselves because we care about each other, right? We're neighbours, we're brothers, we're sisters, we're friends, we're companions.
Where do you see art in the role of making change?
Art tells you that imagination can make new things. And that's important because what we're stuck in is old institutions, old ideas, and we all know that they don't work any longer. So you need the example and the practice of making and understanding and taking on new ideas, and that's what artists are doing. When people take on new ideas, the music tells them you belong together. Art is a way of giving people something to talk about, something to share with one another, and the act of sharing it creates a community.